Madam President, let Muskingum University's December 2025 commencement now begin.
I'm going to ask you to remain standing for just a couple more moments here. So thank you, Dr. Ingold, for that introduction. I am delighted to welcome you to our December commencement, honoring both undergraduate and graduate degree candidates. You may notice that a number of us are wearing green ribbons today in remembrance of sophomore student Jeremy Michael, who passed away unexpectedly early in the week. As we gather to celebrate commencement and remember Jeremy's life, may we hold space for both joy and sorrow and support one another through both. Please rise in body or spirit for our invocation. I guess you are already risen, sorry, led by the Reverend Derek Wadlington, our chaplain.
If it be your way, please pray with me. Gracious and Holy One, thank you for this glorious day of celebration for our graduates. We are grateful for their families, friends, faculty, staff, coaches, and the whole host of others who helped them complete the degrees they will receive this day. We send them forth with pride and love and ask your blessing on them as they venture out into the world. As they go, we ask that you watch over them and provide for them. When life presents challenges, may your wisdom guide them. When life brings sadness, may you shine your light of hope into the darkness. May they find meaningful and fulfilling work and activities to keep them engaged in life. When times are frustrating and they are discouraged, may they strive on, acknowledging that sometimes you just have to push through. Remind them that they and we are not alone. We give thanks for this Muskingum community. May it always be a source of strength, nurture, support, and love. Amen.
It is wonderful to have all of us with you here today, both in person and also virtually. And you'll notice we have some cameras here in the auditorium. Our student volunteers from Orbit Media are live streaming and recording today's ceremony, as they do with so many events on our campus. And we want to thank them for their skills and talents in connecting Muskies, families, and friends near and far. Let's have a round of applause for Orbit Media. So congratulations to our December 2025 graduating class. Yes, thank you. This is your day, and our entire Muskingum community is so delighted to celebrate with you. Each one of you has made an impact during your time here, and I am confident that you are going to continue to transform the lives of others, now very shortly as Muskingum alumni. We know that your families and friends played a vital role in your success here at Muskingum. Congratulations to you, families and friends, and thank you from the bottom of our hearts and theirs for encouraging your graduate through each step as they earned their degree. We share your tremendous pride in them, and please join me now in thanking all the family members and friends here in the audience for their exceptional support. So the Muskingum faculty and staff have been at the center of your experience here with us, teaching, challenging, inspiring, and guiding you. And today they are now honoring you. So would all of the Muskingum University faculty and staff members please stand and be recognized? The Muskingum University Board of Trustees is a highly committed and engaged group of individuals. They have a powerful impact on Muskingum through their leadership and through their stewardship. So would any of the members of the Board of Trustees who are with us today please stand and be recognized? Today's commencement address will be presented by Diana Mitchell Levesque, a Muskingum graduate of the class of 1986. Diana is a distinguished leader with nearly 4 decades of service in healthcare administration. She currently serves as Chief Administrative Officer at Genesis Healthcare System, where she has advanced the organization's mission for 38 years. As the senior executive, she oversees a broad range of system operations, is recognized for mission-driven leadership, organizational expertise, and you will hear a bit more about her in some whereas statements coming up. She earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in Speech Communications from Muskingum, a master's degree in Human Resources Management from DeVry University, and is nationally certified as Senior Professional in Human Resources. I now invite Cheryl Hetrick Carpenter, Chair of the University Board of Trustees and a member of the Muskingum class of 1986, to join me in conferring an honorary degree upon Diana Levesque. Diana, would you please come forward now?
It is a special honor for me as Diana and I graduated together 40-ish years ago. So it is my great pleasure to begin. Whereas Diana Mitchell Levesque, class of 1986, has built a distinguished, nearly 4-decade career in healthcare administration, demonstrating exemplary leadership, integrity, and service through 38 years with Genesis Healthcare System and its predecessor organizations. And whereas she advanced from her early work at Good Samaritan Medical Center to become the inaugural Director of Human Resources for the newly unified Genesis Healthcare System in 1997, guiding nearly 2,000 employees through major organizational and cultural transitions with vision, empathy, and skill. And whereas, as Chief Administrative Officer, she now provides leadership for wide-ranging system operations, strengthening organizational excellence and regional service. And whereas she is nationally recognized for her expertise in organizational management and mission-driven leadership, honored by the Franciscan Sisters of Christian Charity for her dedication to the values of sponsored ministries. And whereas she has been instrumental in building a healthcare workforce for the future through her collaboration with regional colleges and universities. And whereas she exemplifies lifelong learning through her Muskingum degree, advanced graduate study, professional certification as a senior professional in human resources, and her continued commitment to her community through service, engagement, and philanthropy. Therefore, be it now resolved by the Muskingum University Board of Trustees on this, the 12th day of December, 2025, that the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters be conferred upon Diane Levesque.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty with the approval of the Board of Trustees of Muskingum University, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio, I do hereby confer upon you, Diana Levesque, the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. I am now honored to present to you Dr. Diana Levesque.
What a wonderful day to be here at Muskingum and joining all of you in this celebration. First, want to say good afternoon to all of the honored graduates, to the faculty, board members, families, and friends. Standing before you today as a proud alum of Muskingum University, I'm reminded that I sat in your seat nearly 40 years ago, uncertain of what the future held for me, but excited for the possibility. When I was invited to speak today, I was honored, humbled, but frankly a little anxious, asking myself, what could I possibly offer to you today? I reflected on my own arrival at Muskingum, excited about what I saw as the beginning of my path as an adult, and exploring what was out there in this world for me. And so I decided to take a look at my own journey as you prepare to leave Muskingum University. I wanted to share how who I am today was shaped by that journey, and in the hope of offering some insights that each of you might take along with you in the next phase of your journey. When I arrived at Muskingum, I was a high school graduate from a small farming community in southern Muskingum County, and I was drawn to Muskingum because of its attributes: great academics, the outreach efforts that it had made in my high school, but then also its interest in being affordable for students from all walks of life. As it turned out, life happened, as it does and will for all of us. The enthusiasm of my youth and what I saw as an exciting new chapter in my life was brought to its knees just a few weeks after my arrival at Muskingum. I got a call from my father sharing that he had lost his job and my family could no longer help pay room and board. I faced a critical challenge and a critical choice: go home, as you can imagine my father advised me to do, and give up on my dream of a college experience, or accept the challenge of finding a way to stay. I've never been afraid of hard work, a lesson that farm life and family members taught me at a very early age, so I started to search for solutions. I approached multiple professors and found two who listened to the circumstances of my situation. They appreciated what I was trying to accomplish, and they offered me work in their departments. I'm not going to suggest that it was glamorous work, but because I could type, I was offered the opportunity to transcribe interviews for a sociology professor who was completing his dissertation, and I hammered out rock samples for the geology lab. But these jobs, along with a job in Zanesville at Walden Books, allowed me to remain on campus. This wasn't the fun time that I had envisioned for college life, but I learned to be disciplined in both time and money management. In the years that followed, I reflected on and really embraced the true learning that came from those experiences. And that was that needing and asking for help is not an exercise in failure, but it is truly a testament to the power of learning how to graciously give and receive help from others who want to invest in each of us. Today, as a healthcare administrator, I want to share this message with others, and I continue to share this message with others, that no matter the career, the company, or the role that you have, remember where you came from and the people who offered the help you asked for or needed, and give that same gift to help others you encounter. Much like the hurdle of my financial challenges, my academic path shifted soon after completing my first year. I began as a geology major, but economic shifts at the time led me to reconsider out of concern of whether I would be able to find a job. And so my new path was quite unexpected and frankly light years from what I had envisioned as the career I would pursue. But the opportunity came to me during a common elective course that probably many of you in this room have taken, Foundations of Speech Communications. I found what many of you and others might find unbelievable, a real passion for communications. While I couldn't see the exact path to a career with this degree, my professors, my mentors, and especially my advisor encouraged my interest. They invested time in me, challenged me to enter speech competitions that really pushed me outside of my comfort zone, but they made it okay to fail, with the caveat, only if I learned something from that failure. The challenges gave me confidence to stretch myself and my talents to work in other ways. I found that my skills not only helped me find my voice, but more importantly, equipped me with the added insight into how people react to messages, so I could better construct messages to inform, to motivate, and to lead. One of the greatest lessons I learned is the phrase, words mean things. Words mean things. And how we choose those words can be a differentiating factor in our success. And so this phrase has become my mantra throughout my career, and I truly believe as I look back, it has been critical to my success as a leader. Whatever your journey, know that the road will come with sharp turns, new hills to climb, and yes, even potholes. But the way past them comes from many directions. Watch for new opportunities that come your way, and look to the challenges that you're given by others because they see your potential. Find the confidence to lean into them and stretch yourself in new ways. After graduation, my early interest in healthcare led me to roles that others may have felt were beyond my reach, but I didn't let that stop me. I took the lessons that I learned from those along my journey. I took opportunities to step into situations that were new, innovative, and frankly, a real test of my ability to apply myself, and I advanced into leadership. Then life happened again. I was offered a daunting new challenge. It was placed in my path. Some of you in this room will remember that this county had 2 hospitals for many years right up through the 90s. And then in 1996, the leaders of those institutions identified a need for an affiliation of Good Samaritan Hospital and Bethesda Hospital. And it now is the single entity that we all know as Genesis Healthcare System. At the time, I was employed by Good Samaritan as the manager of the Inpatient Rehabilitation Center, but was identified because of my education, my training, and my leadership style as a possible candidate to fill the role of Director of Human Resources. I asked myself what you are probably thinking, how do you make that leap? And the added bonus to this opportunity was that the affiliation of the 2 organizations was to occur within the next year. And I was told up front that I would have to reapply for the role once Genesis became a reality. A great risk, but what an opportunity. And so I went for it. I believed in my ability to work hard, learn quickly, and be resilient enough to fail and try again. And over the course of that year, I met many other mentors who again saw my potential, offering me support, knowledge, and most importantly, feedback along the way. I reapplied for my job and was selected as the Director of HR for Genesis and was gifted the opportunity of that role for 17 years. I worked with so many amazing people, guiding them through the uncertainty of organizational and cultural change, recognizing and supporting the needs of others, and encouraging the growth and development of future leaders. And through every step of this part of my journey, I leaned heavily into the things I experienced and learned at Muskingum. listening with purpose, offering help where it was needed, stretching myself to take on new, unfamiliar challenges, but always remembering to serve with humility and professionalism. The lessons I learned have shaped my nearly 40-year career far more deeply than I could have understood when I was a student here. Professors modeled servant leadership. They listened with purpose and offered guidance without concern as to whether they would be credited for future success. And they made it their priority to help people become the best versions of themselves. And I've tried to carry these attributes throughout my career, investing in the development of others just as my mentors invested in me. And so today, as you graduate, I encourage you to remember where you came from. Lean on others when you need it. Believe in the potential others see in you. Find the confidence to accept challenges. And finally, and most importantly, find opportunities to give these same gifts that I personally like to call good deeds to others. What Shakespeare penned hundreds of years ago in his play, The Merchant of Venice, I believe still holds true today. So shines a good deed in a weary world. Congratulations, class of 2025. Your journey is just beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Levesque. Your message and your example inspire us all. Words to think about and to take with you. So thank you again. I now am going to invite Master of Organizational Leadership graduate, Ashley Chambers, almost graduate is what we say. You're right there, right, to come forward. During her time at Muskingum, Ashley served as a member of the Muskingum University Advisory Board for the Master of Business Administration and the Master of Organizational Leadership programs. Alongside her graduate studies, she has dedicated herself to being a full-time parent, homeschool educator to her young son, and she's currently applying to the Muskingum University doctorate in organizational leadership to continue advancing her education and leadership expertise. Ashley.
Good afternoon, President Hassler, faculty, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today on behalf of Muskingum University's graduate students, representing diverse programs, experiences, and journeys that have brought us to this moment. Today is more than a celebration of degrees earned. It's a recognition of perseverance, sacrifice, and quiet determination. We've balanced work, family, and study, sometimes gracefully, often imperfectly, but always with purpose. Whether our learning took place in classrooms, clinics, offices, or online, we share the discipline it takes to learn deeply. In our time at Muskingum, we have gained knowledge, but more importantly, we've developed perspective. Our programs challenged us to think critically, to lead with integrity, and to see complexity as an opportunity rather than an obstacle. As a graduate of the Organizational Leadership Program, I have been especially drawn to ideas of authentic leadership and transformational leadership, two approaches that feel deeply relevant today. Authentic leadership reminds us that our credibility and influence stem from self-awareness and transparency, from showing up as our true selves, even when it's hard. Transformational leadership challenges us to inspire others, not by demanding change, but by modeling it, by helping people see what's possible and empowering them to grow. Yet, what's remarkable is that these same principles extend far beyond leadership programs. Whether you're a nurse, an educator, an OT practitioner, or a business professional, the call to lead authentically and transformatively applies to us all. In our work and in our lives, we have the power to elevate others. to create environments where people feel valued, seen, and capable of their best. So today, as we receive our diplomas, we also receive a charge to lead with authenticity, to inspire transformation, to use our critical thinking skills and integrity as a foundation for meaningful, ethical impact within our communities. The true measure of our success will not be the degrees we hold, but by the lives we impact, the systems we improve, and the hope we help build. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. May we go forward with confidence, humility, and the spirit of lifelong learning that truly reflects the Muskingum experience. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Those are more good words for all of you to take with you. And I believe, as was mentioned earlier, words do matter, right? So you have some good ones today to take with you in the next steps of the journey. So as we prepare to grant graduate degrees to the class of 2025, I invite our provost, Dr. Jennifer Dugan, to join me for the presentation of candidates.
Will all the candidates for master degrees please stand? Madam President, these candidates have completed all the requirements as set by the faculty for a master's degree. The faculty has recommended and the Board of Trustees has approved the granting of these degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty with the approval of the Board of Trustees and by virtue of the authority placed in me by the state of Ohio, I confer upon you a degree of Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Organizational Leadership, or Master of Occupational Therapy, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I now invite the recipients of the degrees of Master of Arts in Education, Master of Arts in Teaching, Master of Business Administration, Master of Organizational Leadership, and Master of Occupational Therapy to come forward to receive your diplomas. They will be presented to you by President Hassler and Chair Carpenter. Families of our graduates, you are welcome to come forward to take photos, but please take care not to block aisles, as the movement of our graduates will be facilitated up here, and we also have a photographer taking pictures as your graduates descend the stage. Emily Jane Hockenberry, Master of Arts in Education. Blaine Leo Hawksworth, Master of Arts in Education. Stephanie Erin McCutcheon, Master of Arts in Education. Brandon S. Norris, Master of Arts in Education. Ryan Christopher Cunningham, Master of Arts in Teaching. Jennifer Lynn Dean, Master of Arts in Teaching. Shandy Lynn Lanning, Master of Arts in Teaching. Brian Evan Stotts, Master of Arts in Teaching. Justin M. Adams, Master of Business Administration. Austin Thomas Lemon, Master of Business Administration. Mark David Spillman, Master of Business Administration. Chelsea Marie Alexa, Master of Occupational Therapy. Taylor Mackenzie Beasley, Master of Occupational Therapy. Crystal R. Bischoff, Master of Occupational Therapy. Erin Monique Klosnitzer, Master of Occupational Therapy. Melanie Therese Clevenger, Master of Occupational Therapy. Jessica M. Collins, Master of Occupational Therapy. Latrell T. Davis, Master of Occupational Therapy. Joshua David Eriks, Master of Occupational Therapy. Jillian Foltz, Master of Occupational Therapy. Natalie Christine Fruworth, Master of Occupational Therapy. Sarah E. Giannetti, Master of Occupational Therapy. Krista Louise Hamilton, Master of Occupational Therapy. Danielle Kathleen Keel, Master of Occupational Therapy. Eunice A. Jurek, Master of Occupational Therapy. Emma Sidney Jones, Master of Occupational Therapy. William S. McKisson, Jr., Master of Occupational Therapy. Kirsten Michelle Millis, Master of Occupational Therapy. Pamela Perrick, Master of Occupational Therapy. Katie Lynn Richards, Master of Occupational Therapy. Michaela Lee Ruark, Master of Occupational Therapy. Beth Lynn Sines, Master of Occupational Therapy. Sia Vang, Master of Occupational Therapy. Marilyn Elizabeth Wells, Master of Occupational Therapy. Michaela Lauren Wintersheet, Master of Occupational Therapy. Ashley Taylor Bryan, Master of Organizational Leadership. Ashley Lauren Chambers, Master of Organizational Leadership. Jordan K. Nepper, Master of Organizational Leadership. Congratulations to all our master's degree graduates in the fields of education, business, leadership, and occupational therapy.
I am now going to invite Lainey Westfall to come forward. Lainey earned her bachelor's degree in communication. And during her time at Muskingum, she was an active member of Theta Phi Alpha, serving as worship leader for Delight Ministries, mentored Muskingum experience classes, and represented the university as a PLUS program ambassador. Lainey.
Good afternoon, Muskies. It truly is an honor to stand before you all today. To begin, I want us all to reflect and rejoice in some memories that I think we can all enjoy. Late night wind cafe runs, but you're out of dining dollars. Fire alarms that seem to have always happened at the worst possible times. Countless side quests with a bunch of friends, all of whom probably have no gas and no money. Staying up until approximately 2:30 in the morning working on assignments for your gen ed courses. The glorious days when the dining hall served chicken nuggets. The hills, even though we are all now graduating with calves of steel. The Sunday scaries, and finally, the Muskie plague. We've experienced it all, and no matter how challenging some of these experiences felt in the moment, they are now memories that we will forever laugh about and cherish. We will miss it. We're going to miss all of it. All the clubs that you joined, all the classes that you took, the chaos that we all somehow thrived in, and most importantly, the people that we met along the way, the ones that we didn't even know we needed in our lives. But just because we're graduating doesn't mean we can't have fun, make more special memories. In fact, this is just the start of a whole new chapter with new memories, more laughs, and endless possibilities. The way I see it is that life outside of college is just a bunch of adults acting like they know how to be an adult. In other words, adulting is 100% propaganda, because we're all just pretending to be slightly better each year. Let's put an end to boring adulthoods. Be curious, be adventurous, and don't be afraid to not know what you're doing in this life. Use what you have learned during your time at Muskingum to learn more about what you didn't know you didn't know. That's a tongue twister. If you're anything like me, life ahead is looking pretty intimidating. Lots of unknowns, lots of what ifs, and countless nights of asking yourselves, what's for dinner? Because the answer is no longer dining hall, which is surprisingly bittersweet to think about. But we can all thrive out there by doing what we did to survive college. We took it all day by day, and sometimes hour by hour. And if God has taught me anything during this journey, it's discovering the value and the joy of living fully in the present moment instead of being bogged down in what's to come. Psalm 118:24 reads, "This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it." So let's learn how to enjoy today, to prioritize not missing life by rushing today to get to tomorrow. Break that cycle and be present in each and every moment without being consumed by what hasn't even happened yet. Today is the day to focus on. It's safe to say that it's been a wild ride here. I want to remind you of something that President Sue Hassler told us in the very beginning of this journey. You will be known, you will be challenged, and you will be prepared for the future. We may not have known it then, but she was right. We were known, we were challenged, and today you are absolutely ready for what's to come. Now I want you all to think about the times that you said you couldn't do it over the last few years, and you did. You all should be so proud of yourselves. We can do this. The world is waiting for us, it's searching for us, and it needs us so desperately. We are ready, so let's show the world that we're ready. So as we step forward together, grateful, ready, and present, let us never forget where we came from. And lastly, I want us to make sure that we're all on the same page here. It is, in fact, a great day to be a Muskie. Thank you.
Thank you, Lainey, for those great words of wisdom and presence. Always a good reminder. I'm now going to invite Provost Dugan to begin the presentation of the class of 2025 candidates for bachelor's degrees.
Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing degrees please stand? Madam President, these candidates have completed all the requirements as set by the faculty for the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. The faculty has recommended and the Board of Trustees has approved the granting of these degrees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty with the approval of the Board of Trustees of Muskingum University, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the state of Ohio, I do hereby confer on you the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, or Bachelor of Science in Nursing with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
I now invite the recipients of the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Nursing to come forward to receive your diplomas. They will be presented to you by President Hassler and Chair Carpenter.
And those who are not lined up may be seated until their time.
Ashton Cecile Anderson. Alexis M. Barrett, cum laude. Sydney Jordan Belleville, summa cum laude. Ella Marie Brothers. Landon W. Burley, summa cum laude. Riley Buss. Kylie Ann Doherty. Hey. James Hunter Dixon. How you doing? Dijon E. Donnell. Veronica S. Dusenberry. Luke Joseph Dunlap, summa cum laude. Sydney Jane Dusky, magna cum laude. Nathan S. Farmer. Eva Finney, summa cum laude and valedictorian. Rachel L. Gill, summa cum laude, valedictorian. Jacob A. Gulu. Lakin Elaine Hayhurst Gill, summa cum laude. Lauren Maria Hurdle, summa cum laude. Haley Marie Horvath. Carissa Marie Humphrey. Emma M. Johnson. Trevante Keat. Oriana E. Craig, cum laude. Carol Ann Metz. Christopher Lawrence Lacey. Andrew J. LaPlante. Crystal Dawn Lovell. Jessica A. Lunsford, cum laude. Colby Michael Maslowski, magna cum laude. Morgan Kenoa McKenna. Owen Lyle Meekum, magna cum laude. Derek Jace Miller. Alaya Michelle Mills. Alyssa M. Northrup. Dalton Michael Patterson. Cassidy Rachel Phillips. Brent Michael Poland, cum laude. Samuel Aiden Pollock. Mason Collier Purvis. Jennifer May Rayner. James Nathaniel Salchli, summa cum laude. Taryn Desiree Sanders. Jade Michaela Shepard Lafferty, summa cum laude. Caleb Mason Simpson, magna cum laude. Lainey Michelle Westfall, summa cum laude. Claire Morgan Smith, magna cum laude. Madison Nicole Smitley, cum laude. Caleb Andrew Sparks Matthews. Gage Harrison Summers, cum laude. Katie Marie Tidwell, magna cum laude. Avery Lee Wallace, summa cum laude. Cheyenne Dawn Williamson, cum laude. Taylor Lee Ann Wolford, magna cum laude. Madison Taylor Yank, cum laude. Addie Nicole Young, summa cum laude. Zoe Lynn Zeman, cum laude, summa cum laude.
So we proudly present to you the members of the Muskingum University undergraduate class of 2025. Congratulations. Now I'm going to ask you to rise in body or spirit, just the graduates, the bachelor's graduates, sorry, get my directions straight, right? So the graduates of our bachelor's programs of 2025, please rise. And now that you have officially crossed the platform, it's time to change your tassels. Right? So please switch your tassels from the right side to the left on those beautifully decorated mortarboards. And congratulations to each of you. You are now officially Muskingum alumni. And you may be seated. Here to present the faculty's charge to the graduating class is Professor Christine Prey, Associate Professor of Business. Professor Prey began her time at Muskingum in 2004, taught part-time beginning in 2009, and joined the faculty full-time in 2010. She teaches courses in all areas of marketing, consumer behavior, social media, storytelling. Over her career, she's also taught organizational management, managerial finance, and special topics courses, including business, gender, and film. In addition to her teaching, she served as co-advisor for the Ignition Entrepreneurship Program, the Business Club, and Phi Kappa Phi. Professor Prey, we look forward to your remarks.
Graduates, your journey to this moment is unlike any class before you. Many of you began your college experience in the shadow of a global pandemic. You are the first generation to grow up immersed in smart technology and social media. And now, our world is being reshaped by artificial intelligence. As faculty, we have had the privilege of watching you learn, adapt, and evolve into your own authentic selves, more capable than you may realize. Now that you've crossed this stage and joined the long magenta line, you have the opportunity to shape the life you live by the choices and the decisions that you make every day. You have proven your ability to work hard, to commit, to push through, to strive. Carry that dedication with you, but remember that your life is bigger than your job title and more meaningful than any deadline. Make time for the relationships and experiences that give your days purpose and connection. Your career will be part of your story, but it doesn't have to be the whole story. You have learned the benefits of AI, and it is powerful, but it can never replace your imagination, your thoughts, and your unique vision of the world. Use AI as a partner, not a substitute. Let it enhance your thinking, not do the thinking for you. The world doesn't need graduates whose brains are on autopilot. It needs graduates who know how to think boldly, question deeply, and create originally. Graduates like you. You are entering workplaces, communities, and relationships that need your talents, your empathy, and your compassion. But care for your own well-being with the same concern you offer to the people around you. Take care of your mind, your health, your boundaries, and your joy. And from that foundation, go out and support others. Finding this balance is difficult. At the beginning of your career, you will find yourself consumed with work until one day, your 9-year-old son and your dog are lying on the floor of your office watching you, and your son says, "Mom, I miss you." It might not be your son or your dog that makes you realize that life is out of balance, but there will be something or someone that makes it evident. Finding that balance again happens one decision at a time. So congratulations, graduates, both undergrad and grad. And in the words of 3 Days Grace, one of my favorite bands, find the strength you've had inside you all along, because life starts now.
Thank you, Professor Prey, for those inspiring remarks and also for your exceptional dedication to Muskingum University and to our students. Thank you very much. So now that you are alumni, you all have to memorize the words to the alma mater, okay? So these are printed in your programs, right? And you are going to, as you come back for multiple events, be asked to sing this. So this is your beginning of the next step of the journey, right? So I'm going to invite everyone to rise in body or spirit. And Heather Dawson, class of 2026, is going to sing Muskingum's alma mater, All Hail Muskingum, and please follow along with the words printed in your programs. Thank you, Heather. You may be seated, but only for a few more moments, just in case you were wondering. So as we near the end of this celebration and the beginning of the next step for all of our graduates here, it is my great honor to thank you all for being here and for your participation today. Graduates of December 2025, as you take the next steps on your journey, share your passions and lead with that passion. Turn your dreams into action, care for yourselves, for others, and the world. Find joy wherever you are in the extraordinary and in the everyday. We are immensely proud of you, and as many of you know, today, like every day, but especially today, is a great day to be a Muskie. Congratulations and many blessings, class of 2025. Woo! So Chaplain Wadlington will now offer our benediction, after which we're asking all graduates and audience members to just remain seated for a couple of moments until your section is dismissed. So we like to have the platform party goes out, our grads go out, and then you go out and celebrate with them. Chaplain Wadlington.
Congratulations, we have made it not to the ending, but to the commencement. I tried. I leave you with a poem. It's called I Wish You Enough by Bob Perks. It seemed fitting given the events of this week. I wish you enough sun to keep your attitude bright. I wish you enough rain to appreciate the sun more. I wish you enough happiness to keep your spirit alive. I wish you enough pain so that the smallest joys in life appear much bigger. I wish you enough gain to satisfy your wanting. I wish you enough loss to appreciate all that you possess. And I wish you enough hellos to get you through the final goodbye. Class of 2025, our blessings are upon thee. Amen.
Thank you.